Socks. They stand uncontested as the most mundane of the undergarments. For centuries, many have sought to elevate socks beyond their utilitarian roots into an essential fashion accessory. But despite their efforts, socks have been relegated to irrigation for your feet, soaking up sweat and remaining nothing more than a closely kept secret between your shoes and your trousers. Until now. Meet the Ryshman 3D pattern socks, women print socks, casual personalized flip-flop socks, low-cut ankle socks. The latest in the personalized flip-flop low-cut line, it's clear that Ryshman has something to prove this time around. But as my fingers trace the smooth silkscreen lines and loose threads of the new model, I find myself struggling to identify exactly what that is. And you know what? I'm not sure Ryshman knows either. For starters, this is not a quality sock. The fabric is thin and cheaply made, the stitching is weak and prone to tears, and the heel flap lying just a couple centimeters below the cuff means you'll have a hard time keeping it from slipping inside your shoe. And that's if you can get it over your meat hoof, since it only comes in one size. I found that the socks stretched so far over the bridge of my foot that the freshly painted toes of the model began to fade away as the white fibers beneath it became exposed, their lies laid bare. But restricted ankle movement aside, the defining feature of these socks might actually be one of their biggest drawbacks. Necessarily, the image is printed on the fabric, which means if you want them to be seen, you can't wear shoes. I found this especially difficult when going about my day-to-day errands like buying Beanie Babies on Craigslist, getting my gun cleaned, or going to traffic court. At the end of a long day of Gulf War reenactments, I found myself wondering, what's the point? And maybe that is the point. In aimlessly trying to capture something, Ryshman has inadvertently captured the aimlessness of everything. Summer used to represent freedom and youth, but as I've gotten older, I've lost that. A six-pack of Hanes might get me through a 9-to-5 work week, but it doesn't remind me of growing my hair out long and driving in the rain with my sunroof open, ruining the interior of my car. It doesn't make me feel alive like the time I almost died trying to pull a canoe out of a drainage pipe when the creek was high. My first kiss didn't happen during a performance review. Whether they meant to or not, Ryshman hasn't created a pair of socks. They've created a life preserver in the sea of adulthood. They have the power to cut through the monotony and bring back the feeling of what once was. And not just for you. Their ability to force the feeling of summer fun on everyone around you is almost demonic. Fitting then that they're priced at a mere $6.66. And at this point you might be wondering, what good are designer feet bags when it's only appropriate to wear them in very specific social situations? And while it's true that you might get looks if you were to wear these socks to work or a funeral, you could be forgiven for thinking that they were looks of envy rather than disdain. Even in formal situations, the personality and character of these socks will be a conversation starter. I've found that if you give any social situation 5 minutes, the colorful eye catchers will come up, proving that even the smallest garments can create big feelings. Soon enough, friends and family will be wishing the deceased was here to appreciate them too. It's a rare sock that can transcend fashion faux pas and bring people together, when most other footwear tears people apart. And I think it works because these socks aren't bound to the same rules as you or I. They answer to a higher authority, one that's not afraid to suggest that just because you can't wear socks with sandals, that doesn't mean your socks can't wear sandals. These socks don't fit my feet, but I'm not sure they really need to. They fit me. They allow me to see past what my feet are and peer beyond the veil into what they could be. And maybe should be. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this review. Special thanks to Ryshman for making these socks, although I'm not entirely sure it's a real company. I couldn't find the actual website anywhere. Please absolutely ruin the like and subscribe buttons as if your mouse carried the mass of 10,000 galaxies, and leave nothing but atoms for the next person who watches this video. Also, stay tuned for my next video where I review the concept of time.